Welcome. Welcome. And welcome to the show. I'm your host, Joey Wobbs. That's Mr. Link. And welcome to Wabbslink. We're doing episode 21, 22. We're
22, baby.
we're gonna probably make this a shorter episode. I'm not gonna get too much into the City game. We just got our asses kicked, and Robert Sanchez just blew it for us. I'm not gonna really put too much more into it, other than Robert Sanchez blew that game for us. Literally blew it. Like two mistakes. That game should have ended 1-1. Holland shouldn't have never scored. Like it was just it was pathetic. Realistically, like Nico Jackson should have made it 2-0. Like this is why I've been screaming for a striker. So pretty much everything that I've been saying about this team just was portrayed in one fucking game. So like, what do I know? I'm an American. That's the saying. What do I know? I'm an American. Like, oh, like Mr. fucking Obi Mikel, but I'm sitting here actually knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. But honestly, like when it comes to Chelsea right now, there's just a lot of like angst and turmoil about the way that they built this club, and I've been saying it I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. Like even when we were in a title race, I said it would be a damn shame it would be a damn shame from everybody in the Premier League if you let this team win a title with Robert Sanchez in goal. That's what I told you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I told everybody that. I said it when we were in this title race. Those were my exact words. Now, realistically, did this game like hurt us tremendously? Not necessarily. I mean, City still aren't in the greatest of forms, and like all it takes is one game, one loss for any of these teams that are above us for us to be right back in it. But realistically, like this shit's not going to happen without a striker. And like I believe that the Sanchez situation is being resolved internally, meaning I think he's just dropped. Like I think that's the last we see of Sanchez for a good minute. That's just my opinion on it. I do truly hope that's the case. But this is what happened last year with Sanchez. Like this is why we saw Jordi Petrovic last year. Like, by the way, had a phenomenal game for Strasbourg this weekend. And so did Mike Penders. But that's a whole nother situation, a whole nother subject to talk about. Like, just like our choices in over the last window or so has just been pathetic. Like, I how many times do I have to say, like, the situation with KDH and Jorgensen, right? Like, you don't have to spend 30 million on KDH and 20 million on Jorgensen when you have Leslie right there in your team that could play 6 and probably should be playing 6 for you right now. And you just go buy Madsen, who would have started from the beginning of the season, would have benched Sanchez, would have put Sanchez on the bench. Like, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, we've just made terrible decisions. To me, I actually really think that the manager, it's not much. I can't blame the manager like I blamed Poch, because it's not necessarily like I'm seeing us not be able to create. Now the Manchester City game, I give him, I do want to like be pretty critical about him because I felt like he let the foot off the gas, but I think it was more the players. But it's also on him to get those players up to keep pushing on. And like the first goal, it was signs of like us not pressing was going to cost us. Like us not pressing this team was going to cost us. And we just decided not to stop pressing, which made no sense. We had him on the ropes. Every time we pressed him, we had him on the ropes. Even when they went and scored again, and then in the second half, we had him on the ropes. Like all it was is bad decision making from our striker over and over again that held us from being able to be successful in that game. But what did I say? Nico Jackson had to score for us to win. What did he do? He didn't even try to shoot a wide open net that Palmer put him into. Like he just doesn't. He does not trust his left foot. So What does that do? That ball falls to his left foot. He already lacks striking ability, so he's not gonna trust that left foot even more. And here we are. I'll tell you what. If Matthias Tell was in that spot and that ball falls to Matthias Tell, that's a goal. I'll tell you that right now. Now, do I know if Matthias Tell will be in that spot in the same way that Jackson was to build up the play and all that other? I don't know. But I'll tell you, if he gets the ball at his feet, he's gonna score. Like he got a rocket on that leg. That's why he is as highly touted as he is. Now, I'm gonna let you get into your game you can be quick because I know you guys demolished Ipswich. But like when you watch that game, I also want to ask you a little bit about what you saw in Delap. Like, did you see anything in Delap when you played him? Because this is always the question I ask everybody who plays him.
It's like Delap provides you all from a young striker. This is, for better or worse, Delap gives me shades of Evan Ferguson when he was first coming up 2 ago. I think he's a little bit higher in physical stature. I also think because of the nature of the game, like this weekend wasn't the time for him to showcase his skills. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as it'd be a nice proving test, like I just didn't switch to give him much, and they really didn't. Like we kind of just dominated the game. So like you can mark a good striker out in the game and have it naturally at that age. So I don't want to say it as a negative against the lab. It's not the best game for him to be looking at.
I mean, I feel like that's every single game we've watched him in, though, and that's why I'm so afraid of putting any money towards this. There's other strikers that I would rather go and try and put big money towards because it's gonna cost big money regardless.
And that's like I'll agree with you.
I would rather see him make a move. Here's that. I would rather see him make a move, say to West Ham. That's where I see him go. That's like the level I see him going to and being successful. Like he can have a runway to be successful at West Ham. He has creators around him. He has, if they still have Kudus, which I doubt they will have, but they have Bowen. Like they have the system of Potter, which will create chances. Like Potter ain't no slouch. His team does create chances. Like I think that's a better system, better situation for him because the pressure is different. It's not every week we need you to score type of situation. Where I feel like if you went for a Duran feels ready. Like you can see it in his game that it feels like he's ready made right away. Now
he'd want that responsibility.
We can get into the transfer subject, not the transfer segment now. We can go first. You can go first for you. What you said that you told me earlier off stage, you guys are going for Franco Mestundo. From Argentinian from River Plate, I think he's River Plate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If you like at this, like, is there any other news at all? Like even like your like signings, like not signings, like as in, but like your
signings,
contracts, like even your contracts aren't.
Everything's gone mute. It's been radio silence. Even now, putting out stuff saying they don't know.
So even your reporters are saying there's just nothing, like no news.
There's no real news.
See, I don't know. I just
the same stuff.
I feel like you have to one of these days when you see some stuff, just like retweet it because I can at least like when I scroll, I'll at least see it.
Yeah, you know, I need to start doing that more. But it's a repetition of the stuff we've seen the last.
Or just like at least share it in our page so I could go in it just to see what type of news, because sometimes I can read into shit a little bit deeper to see if there is any other like something happening behind that background. But you're normally pretty astute to that type of thing, and it's kind of just sad that there's nothing going on.
Bro, but it's like there's nothing right now.
Big up, Lewis. Every single time, my guy. I appreciate you going through, Lewis. I appreciate you,
Hey,
my dude. Well, we'll talk. Now I'm
hey,
gonna get to it, Lewis. I'm gonna get to it. And tomorrow, Lewis, I'm gonna do a stream around this time. I was gonna ask you to come through. We're gonna do a little transfer stream. Is and B. We're gonna do rant number. I think we're at 5 or 6. Yeah, we'll do rant number 5 tomorrow. I think, guys. I think that's on the board. Rant 5 will be on the board. But I'm gonna get into part of the rant right now. Obviously, there's been news. We can just pull up the news, really.
dude, my guy might be on the move, bro. Oh,
Who?
I don't want to see this for his career.
Victor
Victor.
Boniface?
Yeah, he said he's not a fan of the Prem, but it's like to go to Saudi, bro. Like,
Bro, I hope he goes to Saudi. And we'll talk about it
I
right now.
know you hope. Yeah, I know you hope he goes to Saudi. The
Okay,
domino
so
all the way. This is your
so
segment.
today, obviously, the news broke. Matthias Tell has decided to leave Bayern Munich. Now, if you guys have been part of this show, have watched this show, if you guys have watched this show over the last, and JK, put it in our chat, brother. Put it in our chat. Jake, and if you decided to watch this show over the last few weeks, Joey fucking Nostradamus has fucking told you since the Garnacho links that this was happening. Like, I sat here and I told you guys this. I sat here and I sat here word for word, line for line. Bayern's gonna ice him out. 3 games straight, iced him out. They got the personal terms done with Nkunku. When Bayern get the personal terms done, they get their man. This is historic. Goes all the way back to you could go all the way back to fucking Arturo Vidal. When they get their man, when they want their man, they get their man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here we are. Iced after 3 games. Matthias Tell is deciding to leave Bayern Munich. Now, does this mean he's coming to Chelsea? Not necessarily. Okay. I'm not going to say it's for sure. But I don't think we're stupid enough to give them Nkunku without getting Tell back. Okay. So
it just doesn't go with the nature of your guys' business.
That's it right there. It doesn't go based off of the nature of the way that we've moved under this ownership group. When there's a player going one way, we like to get a player back. That's just the nature of it. Okay. And to be honest, I'm sitting here and I'm not necessarily trying to say, guys, listen to me. All this is going to happen. But when the signs are there, guys, I'm not sitting here trying to spew garbage to you. Every time I say something, when I say this whole Garnacho shit doesn't make sense, none of it makes sense. The price doesn't make sense. When Manchester United says they want a specific number and Chelsea saying they want an opportunity, I bet you we don't even bid. What happened? We didn't even fucking bid. But I've told you guys this. I said it from the beginning about this. I said when we linked with Tell from the beginning, there's a chance Nkunku was going to go the other way. I said it in the beginning of the window, in early January, almost 4 weeks ago now. Okay? So, like, this deal, I can see very much happening. Okay? The scary part is I believe that this may be the only thing Chelsea do. Okay? That's the scary part. Now, I love Matthias Tell. Okay? Prospect alone. I love Matthias Tell. I love what I could see.
But what?
I see his ability being. Okay? I see it. I love what I see his ability to be. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We still have to develop him to become that. All right?
Yeah.
That's the issue with it. Okay? That is the issue with it. All right? Like in Aya, this is how journos spin words. Okay, it's not necessarily he didn't want to join us. He didn't want to leave Bayern. That
completely different
this
situation.
whole thing is he didn't want to leave Bayern. Like I told you guys recently, okay? I told you this recently. All right. Now I got to do this to you guys. I told you this recently. Okay. When I say there's players that do not want to leave, okay? When I tell you guys that there's players that do not want to leave their club, there is a good reason because I've asked actual agents about this. Now, this is Karim Adeyemi. Last week, when we were linked with Garnacho, everyone's telling me Napoli's going to get Karim Adeyemi. I told you, guys, he has a personal problem that he does not want to leave Germany. I told you guys this over a week ago. Okay? Here we are. Dortmund got offered 50 million and accepted it, and here we are. What did I tell you? He's not going anywhere. This is the same thing with Bayern. When I told you the only way I see Tell getting dropped out of this fucking situation, okay? When he gets dropped out of this situation is if he does not play 3 games straight, Bayern even losing in one of the games in the Champions League, does not get a fucking even a hint of time. They replace both wingers in both games, and he doesn't even get to see the pitch. Harry Kane played 90 in 3 games straight. Here we are. Okay, I believe in Matthias Tell. Okay, I believe in his ball striking. I believe in his quality just on the ball. I believe in his ability to take people one-on-one. I believe in the aspect of his aerial ability because it's a very underrated aerial threat. Very underrated. If he's on the wing with an actual striker, oh man, do I believe he has the ability. But I think people already forget just a year ago, before this, okay, before Tuchel, under Nagelsmann, he had 10 and 10. 10 and 10 off the wing. People wonder why we're going for him. 10 and 10 off the wing.
10 and 10. But are those numbers
off a backup
coming off the bench?
Bro, as a
10
backup.
and 10 at Bayern isn't crazy though. That's my thing. Like I get it. It is good numbers, but context, those could have been in blowouts. Those could have been in cup games.
Bro, at that point, he's 17 years old.
Fair enough. I like him.
At that point, he's 17
I had to throw the hater.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
That's off the wing. That's off the wing.
Yeah,
I believe he has the frame, Link. He has the frame. Okay? The frame, the strength, and the ball striking to be a striker. Okay? That's what I believe. That's what they probably believe. Okay? That's probably what they believe. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially because most of us don't believe that we're getting Duran and him. Okay? That's what we should do. If you told me these sporting directors got Tell and Duran in this window to fit, and I know I'm asking for much, but they all they have to do is bring Leslie back home. Like, I don't even need to entertain Douglas Luiz. I just need Leslie home. Okay? I don't care how much fucking game time he's getting at Southampton. I really don't give a fuck. Bring Leslie home. He should have never left in the first place. He was one of the best players in preseason this year. He played under the system and he looked flawless. It did not make sense to send him to Southampton. Okay? Then he goes to Southampton. The fucking coach doesn't play him until he gets fired, and then this new coach comes in, and now he's dominating. And he's dominating three out of the last 3 games that I watched. I'm under this manager. Dominating. You can't tell me we can't use that right now. That type of physical ability in this back line to let Caicedo's legs rest a bit, because that's what it's doing.
in defense, the wrong decision. But we're talking in hindsight, and it's like Lavia, his
No,
injury
no, no,
this
no,
week,
no.
we
It's
thought
not
he was going to be able to
necessarily
play,
hindsight,
and
though. I'm
KDA.
not talking in hindsight. I'm talking in right now. Okay. Yes, to me, it was the wrong decision. Cassidy should have been the one leaving. Okay. That's what it really should have been. Now Cassidy is leaving. He's leaving permanently to Italy, probably to Lazio at this point, because I think Torino went and got somebody else. He should be back. So now, if you told me this window, Link, okay, Joey, my answer to fix this window, I'm gonna break even, and I'm gonna add Tell and Duran, and you're gonna lose in Nkunku and Felix. Are you happy?
From whose perspective?
Well, I think everybody's perspective wins. In every single deal, bro, if you look at every single location, right? If you look at every single location on the way these deals work, let's talk about each location real quick. Obviously, we win from the whole thing. Tell Duran, perfect fit for our team. Okay, perfect fit. They addressed the two positions they wanted to address. Well, a necessity that they needed to address, and then the position they wanted to address on the way. Okay. For Bayern, they need another goal scorer up top. They don't have anybody else. And they weren't going to trust, and company did not trust Tell from the beginning. They wanted Nkunku, they're getting Nkunku. They win. If you're telling me right now, Villa for Duran, they want the Disasi. We have the cards for Disasi. They want Felix. We got the cards to Felix. And they wanted Felix last year before we bought him. Like he was supposed to go.
Felix was supposed to be their marquee signing, bro. They were
this year.
Felix.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be their marquee signing this year.
Yeah.
If you're telling me that all that whole situation gets flipped from it price wise, bro, numbers wise, if you tell me, say we get $5 million for the loan for Disasi, okay, we got $5 million for the loan for what's his face, like I don't see why for Viega, I don't see why we wouldn't get $5 million for Disasi. Okay, we sold Nkunku for 70, which is the number we've been asking for, and you sold Felix for 40, and you're selling Cassidy for 12. That's 130 million. Duran for 80, Tell for 50, 130 million. We even in the market. You bring Leslie back, your midfield depth's taken care of. Easy. If it falls that way, there's one hiccup to this. Okay? There's one hiccup to this. This is the hiccup right here. Right here. This is the hiccup. Because if they take Duran, if they give Duran a contract, if Boniface doesn't take the contract for Saudi, right? Duran will. He doesn't seem like the type that's gonna not take that kind of money.
Ever. Part of the having the cards in the Sassi and Felix deal, Villa's gonna have to I wouldn't say much, but a steeper price from Al Nassr as opposed to Chelsea, because you guys have things that, whereas Duran is going to have to be a transfer fee, and Villa's not going to be in a position to necessarily want to get.
Also, they just don't get the players they need, right? They want Felix. We just won't give them Felix. We'll just take Tell, sell Nkunku, take Tell, and then we just keep Felix as the backup. Like, it's that simple to them. So, like, in the end, now this is Chelsea once again playing people's hands. You're in need of a center back. You're in need of the replacement for Buendia. You've already sent Buendia. You're already trying to send Buendia to Leverkusen. Okay?
Buendia is going to Leverkusen, and Leverkusen is looking at Boniface or Victor already. So they're looking at Ferguson.
Yep, Evan Ferguson for Boniface.
Yeah.
So, like, all of this could line up directly to a perfect window. But they, once again, Link, they've never been able to get a perfect window done.
Never. But this is my thing. This is my thing. Sounds great, and it makes sense. It logically makes sense. But I keep bringing this up, and I don't know if it's true, but I feel like it becomes truer by the week, where I think they are trying to manage your fan base's expectations of the manager and the you have for the time being. Like, if you get Durant and Tell, then there's expectations put on Maresca. There's this very young squad.
But what type of expectations other than what we've already expected as a fan base? Like, our entire fan base has expected this. I don't care what he says in the press conference. Like, no matter what he says in the press conference, there's nothing that's going to temper this fan base's expectations. Okay? We're not going to turn into Arsenal from, like, because that's what they're trying to do. That's what you're expecting us to do, but we're not. Like, this fan base isn't. They're not going to lay on their hands. That's the thing. Like, not this fan base. If you see the way they move, not this fan base. Okay?
Yeah.
It's different from Arsenal. Like,
I hear you.
I'm sitting from a different perspective here, bro. I'm sitting here from a different perspective. We sat here and we won trophies year after year after year, not too long ago. Just last year, we were in a fucking 2 finals. Just last year. It's not like we didn't have opportunities to win more trophies. Okay? Like, this is something that we should expect. 4th should be a minimum. A minimum. You should be walking away with that Conference League no matter what. So 4th in the Conference League, this fan base is shutting up for the most part. That's minimum, bro.
But
minimum.
Signings. That's without the signings. That's my thing. Like, this is my thing. There's a disconnect between
with or without. But here's the problem. It's not necessarily true, because what we sat here and said is with a striker, we're guaranteed top 4. Most of us, if you go in and you speak to most reasonable Chelsea fans, okay, with the striker and a goalkeeper signing, we were getting top 4. We never got the striker. So this is it. Get the striker. That's it. There's no ifs, ands. You have the deal lined up now. You have the interest of other players. What you want as a ownership group, the way that you want to change this the landscape of football. You have it lined up. You have Felix there. You have the Disasi there. That's 2 players for 1. You're getting it lined up for you to be able to do the style of trading that you want to do. What you've been saying for the last 2 years in the offseason. We want to do player trades. And bro, do it then. This is the opportunity to prove yourself. This is, you want this style to work? You need to do it then. Stop fucking around. You're not doing it. You want to trade for a player? Trade for someone who's going to actually make a difference. Not fucking KDH. Like, you could have had the guy earlier. You could have got him from fucking Matson. Now you have to give up more assets. Your problem, not mine. Give him the 80 million, sell him fucking Felix for 45, and fucking give him Disasi on a $5 million loan with an option to buy. It's that simple for me. It's that simple. Give them the money they want and tell them this is what we want for Felix. This is what we want for Disasi. We don't even have to take discounts. You don't deserve a discount at this point. I'm being serious. You don't. You fucked around all window last window for this guy. You fucked around with 2 other strikers on top of it. You don't get to fucking get a discount. I don't even want you to get a discount. You don't deserve a discount. Go pay the fucking money. Hi, Usam. Nice to see you, buddy. I appreciate you rolling through, though, my guy. Like,
Usam,
you don't deserve.
one day,
you don't deserve
one
more
day
time.
we will be on
You
stream
don't
together,
deserve
brother.
more. This is your
One day.
last chance. You don't get to get the lap in the summer because you should be fired. At the end of this window, if there's no striker in the fucking door, you should be fired. You should be fired, period. Both of you. Win Stewart, whatever you want to call your fucking selves. Get your ass out of my club. It's that simple. Like, I'm tired of this. You want to fuck around and not do your job for fucking a year and a half. Now you got to pay the price. That's it. Pay the price. Stop being stingy. Pay the price. It's that simple. Pay the money. In the end, when you do the math, you'll even out with the Nkuku deal. Just make sure you get the money for the Nkuku deal first. Finish the Duran deal. To me, it's that simple. You get both of them done. You have both players that upgrade the team. That's it. Upgrade the style of they fit better with the team. You have better ball strikers in the team. I don't want to see Nico Jackson other than in the Conference League. That's where you should be, Nico Jackson. Getting goals in the Conference League. Get your head straight back there. And then if you want to come back to the Premier League after you scored a hat trick or two, then we could come back and talk. But this is what they should be doing. Do I believe they do it? Absolutely not. Because I believe they should be, in the end, they end up getting fired. Cheers. That's what you guys deserve. That's what it is. That's what this is what this.
Bro,
I mean,
you're asking.
If they do this, Link, if they do this, they could fix the team. They could fix the team. They could break. All they have to do, get Tell done. Selling Cuckoo to Bayern. Okay? It's not easy. You got 5 days, but you deserve this. You deserve this stress. You waited to the last minute for this. You waited to the last minute to do 2 fucking deals. It's going to end up being 1, and we're going to be shorthanded again. There it is. And you sell Felix to fucking Aston Villa without getting Duran, you guys should be fired just for that. Just for that. You should be fired.
And this is why I ask these questions, because the moves haven't happened yet, and obviously certain things have to fall in place. But
I mean, this is the first
bringing up
domino.
that whole expectation.
This is the first domino.
Yeah.
Link. This has to fall. This domino has to fall first.
Yeah, I hear that. But my thing is, I only ask that question because there will have to be some sort of answer if it does not go through, right? And my next point is, sounds great, but how many teams have 3 strikers?
Tell would play
how
wing.
Many teams?
What do you mean?
So
how many
Tell's
teams
going to
have
be
3 strikers? We don't even
so
have
how many
one.
left wingers would you?
We have 2 at
So
that point.
So you're hating on Jackson, and I get it. He's out of
No. But I get you. But
he
we have
plays
one
the
striker.
striker
If you
position
want to
for you.
put Jackson involved, you have one striker. You as an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old. Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. But if you ran, that is now 3 because Tell can play both. Because you say he's going to play left wing, but how many left wings will you have after you get
2
Tell?
with Tell. 2.
So Neto is only going to play on the right exclusively now? Then?
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming. Because the whole idea is to replace Mudryk, right? Tell is to replace Mudryk.
Okay, then that makes more sense. I keep forgetting Mudryk's gone. Okay, sure. Do that. All right, that's fine.
So, like, numbers, like, you got people keep thinking we got all these numbers. We don't. We really don't in attacking areas. We don't. Like, we have 3 10s. That's the issue.
Yeah.
If Maresca won't play if you told me Neto can play left wing, Palmer can play right wing, fuck tell them.
But he doesn't do that. He won't take Palmer out of the 10. I hear you. That's why the only thing I can think of is that they don't want to push expectations higher. That you guys want to like do big things. That, I don't agree with it.
I
All the
mean,
stuff you say is right. Don't yell at me.
no, I
I'm
mean,
just saying that's the
I'm not
only
yelling
thing
at
I can
you.
think of
I'm
right
not yelling at you realistically.
now.
I'm
Like,
yelling
man,
at
I'm
these
not in
owners,
Cali, bro.
right? I'm yelling at what the idea of it is, not you necessarily. The idea, because this is not something that I've heard. This is so, Link. I listen to everybody, right? We both listen to everybody. We sit
Yeah,
there like
yeah.
fucking Hussam, fucking. We had two big dogs that rolled through.
And
Fucking
people's
Hussam
takes.
and Lewis
Yeah,
rolled through
yeah, yeah.
today in our chat today. Like we listen to everybody.
Yeah,
They
big
all
ups,
know
both.
us. We listen to everybody. Okay. I hear these same things that you said, right? So I'm just like, to me, the idea is frivolous. And I don't want to lower my expectations. You see the only thing that you see in the background? You know, what's the only thing you see in the background?
Is that the champion?
Yep. And then that's a picture of us holding a trophy. There's two of them.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm not going to
there you go.
stop. I'm not going to stop. I know you got 6. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to stop holding them to these expectations. I'm not, but that's not my point. It's not my point, though, Link. I'm not going to hold them to these. I'm not going to stop holding them to these expectations. Because these are the expectations that I grew up on, and I'm not going to stop doing that. Even if I only got 25 people in here, I'm not going to stop. Why should I? Why should I? It makes no sense. Temper expectations for what? We're as good as any of these teams in the league if we had a striker. I truly believe that. I really believe that. The amount of changes we create in the beginning of games, Link, it's disgusting normally. First 15, we're dominating.
Slipping, and then you guys like coast. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you get one chance, you're like, all right, well, let's play around. And then.
Yep.
It's because you got the man 1 year old, like, all right, having a stroll.
If you watch first 15, if you watch first 15 of this, if you watch first 15 of this football team, bro, you see every piece of potential in the fucking world if you watch first 15 of each one of these football games. Everything that you could possibly ask for from a football team. If you ask there and you sit there and you watch the first 15. Now, I ask myself, why? Why? Why is it only first 15? Because, bro, our striker hits the ball like he's pigeon-toed. Like, my striker hits the ball like he's pigeon-toed, bro. My striker hits the ball like the driest chicken thigh you will ever see in your entire life.
Don't make me choke on this drink. Said he shoots the ball.
Why his thighs look like Slim Jims? Son, can I please? He got the best one is he got 30 shot power in FIFA. That's the best one. He got 30 shot power in FIFA, bro.
Nah, come on.
30 shot power with 30 shot power with a Trevelic trait, and he can only hit it once every 3 times.
Yeah, and it's funny because like sometimes you can get fooled because he'll hit one and it knuckles the right way, shoot the ball the right way.
It rolls just fast enough. That's what it is. It rolls just fast enough.
Nah, he's had some hits, bro. But it's not.
Yeah, Lewis,
it's not
Lewis,
enough.
Lewis, Lewis, I sit here, bro. I sit here as, I'm just going to say it this way. I sit here as a avid football manager user. Okay. I sit here as an avid Football Manager user, and I feel like I could do a better job than these fucking assholes. Like you told, what did we do? What did I say in the beginning of the window link? I was like, bro, you just Matthias Tell and Jarrell Hato is like looking at Wonder Kids from 2 years ago on FM. Like that's what you did.
Yeah.
That's what you did. You just went and looked at the Wonder Kids from 2 years ago. That's what you did.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything else. You looked at FM23, you go to the database, and that's what you did. Okay? Like that's the type of scouting you did. You didn't do anything. Jarrell Hato and Matthias Tell is you just went to the FM database in 2023 and you found those guys there. You didn't do nothing. I could have done that. We needed gold. I could have gave you Matthias Tell. I could give me the job then. If that's what we doing, bro. If that's what we doing,
everyone,
that's scouting,
all you
right?
do is
That's
scout
scouting.
the best academies in Football Manager. All you gotta do. Just go to the best.
That's scouting, right?
Everyone knows the best academies.
What am I doing with my life?
Funny.
What am I doing with my life, man? I'm serious. I should just I get my badges. They're like 10K. Get my badges for this shit and fucking just go do it because the shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I literally I feel like I have to be. What's the guy's name from fucking Stade Reims? Not Reims. Reims.
Yeah,
right?
I think it is Reims. Yeah, I think it's
Reims. Something. The English fella that got a fucking job he gave him his FM CV. That's what he did. He's like, look at my fucking formation on FM. I believe it will work for your team. I built it on your team with your players. Didn't fucking play. Didn't buy a single player. Look what we did. Fifth.
He said, yeah, right.
You believe fifth could happen? These guys are like, hell no, we don't. He's just a talking salesman. That's what I am. I might as well just do that shit.
Bro, the best part about that is that
I literally sit here wondering, like, how these fucking dudes have jobs, bro. They went and when they put out them two names, bro, I sat here and I was like, they should be ashamed of themselves. They call themselves scouts. You should be ashamed of yourself. Bro, you know, the guy that we got linked with today, okay, I think we already bought him, right? I think we already bought him. It's like 16-year-old fucking left back. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You think they scouted him?
No.
He got named best left back in the tournament. Yeah. The most recent tournament. He got named best left back at 16. He's 16, playing at the 18 tournament, named best left back. You did a great job. Great job scouting.
Hey,
great job. Just look at the fucking the tournament of the year, team of the tournament. You didn't do nothing special. Bro, team of the tournament.
Bro, this is FM scouting at its finest. This is
team of the tournament. What do we do? What do you do in FM? You go, you look at that. You get news from the tournament. Bro. You get the team of the tournament, and you go and you get top 50.
Who won it last year?
To the top 50. You scout the entire top 50. What are we doing here? This is FM at its finest. That's what it is.
50.
This is FM at its finest. This is literally they sitting there on FM at their. This is what they're doing all day. They have FM at their computers and they're running FM. They're running it on rewind, fucking the same season over and over and over again on rewind.
They got three. Now they got three different. 22, 23, and 24.
I wonder how many seasons of fucking Chelsea they've ran, bro. I wonder how many seasons of FM Chelsea they've ran with Enzo Maresca's system. I swear to God, bro. This is what they do. This is what they're doing right now. This is how they're running our fucking football club. Like they put them in FM. They put the team in the FM. They're like, oh, we need this position now from FM. Let's go through the scouting network. Let's figure out what fucking spot it is. Let's get them in and let's see how it works. It doesn't work. Let's reload the save. Back a couple weeks.
Bro,
like this is all this is. There's nothing else but that. I don't even
I can
understand
imagine
it
someone
anymore.
manage the databases.
Bro, you told me Matthias Tell and Joral Hato. I'm going to tell you, you went to FM's database and you fucking found them there. You didn't even watch these guys. Don't tell me you watched them. Don't tell me you watched them. Just putting fucking FM save on over and over and over again. That's all it is. Reload the fucking save. You have the save downloaded from day January 28th. Can we get Duran and Tellin in between January 28th and the deadline? Let's run it 4 times and figure it the fuck out. But this is it. This is the way my club's being fucking run. And we need 2 fucking players. You bring back 1, you buy 2, our teams make it top 4. I can guarantee it. 2 fucking players. You bring back a fucking Leslie, you get me a striker. And I don't even need Tell. You bring back Leslie, you get me Duran, this is over. We making top 4. But that's not what they're going to do. That's not what they're going to do. But what the fuck do I know? I'm a fucking American. I only watched every single Champions League in my entire lifetime. I've watched more football games than most
wouldn't
people
understand,
can
bro.
breathe. And
you wouldn't understand, bro. Sure, you don't know ball, bro.
It's the most disgusting display of malpractice on a football team that I've seen. Pretty much Tottenham.
No ball,
like we're pretty much doing Tottenham and Arsenal shit now. That's
just say you don't know ball, bro. Just say you don't know ball. Just say you don't. Tell me I don't know ball.
It's because I've never been to the. Because I don't know. Because I don't know where the fucking. What's the fuck? The Matthew Harding stand is. That's why I don't know ball. I don't know where the Matthew Harding stand is. I don't know how to get to the Matthew Harding stand. Like there isn't probably directions when I walk into the stadium.
Bro,
I need
you
to know
don't
the
sing
directions.
the Conor Gallagher chant, bro. You don't, bro.
Once again, don't link me with that motherfucker. I don't want to be linked with that motherfucker. I don't give a shit how big it is. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, you can't feel the struggle that we were in last year because you were over there in the States, bro. You don't understand.
I can't feel the same pain, I guess.
It's different, bro.
Well,
like you just wouldn't understand.
I guess I can't because my fucking NFL team's on wage with a fucking 3rd fucking championship. They make me proud every single day. So you guys fuck off too. Yeah,
I'm leaving off. Yeah,
fuck off too.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody! I hope you guys have a great night.
Liverpool 36.
Go Cowboys!
The league.
Everyone have a great night. And as always, we leave you with Kobe Bryant.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?